Have you ever wondered how to be creative in life? You might have seen so many people doing fantastic things, and suddenly when it comes to your task, when it comes to your job, you will think like, I'm not getting ideas. I don't know how to make it beautiful, how to make it creative, right? So if you have faced this particular problem, then this video is for you. In this video, we will be exploring how to be the most creative person on the planet Earth. Are you ready? Hi, I'm Keerthan, founder of College Innovators and author of the 2 best-selling books, Why Being Independent is Awesome and XMoney Secrets. Let's get deep dive into this particular video. Let's start. So here is something that I want you to understand. When it comes to creativity, most of the people think that it is actually like by birth talent, right? Being creative means that you can actually be creative only if you are like really genius from the day one. It is not true, right? Creativity is like, if you actually break down the word, the creativity, it is creative activity, right? So that is creativity. So what is creative, right? So which means that you are actually creating something, which is creation, right? So creation is something that think about this, right? So the entire universe is a creation, right? So that is a fantastic creation that what we are in, and we are creation of the creator, right? And if you are creation of the creator, you always need to understand that is there in every individual, right? It is just that we have to believe in it. And sometimes we are creative by nature, but we have not discovered that where is that? How is that I can actually unlock that potential and get myself into it, right? So I'm going to share with you the 5 different phases of you becoming creative. Because most of the time, whether it is creative jobs today like designing, it could be fashion, it could be art, it could be like into the industry of film or anything, if you say, which is creative, or even entrepreneurship, right? Everything is creative in nature, right? And that is what is going to give you that uniqueness. But most of the time when we start, what is going to happen, like I have to become creative at this, I have to actually, you see, you might have experienced this if you are a student, when you are actually in college, if you have conducted any events or hosted any events, so you know like how much it goes, or you think about a birthday party, or you want to surprise somebody, how much of creativity that is required in your brain in order to actually do that, isn't it, right? But most of the time what is going to happen is that we are going to think me, that is the first phase, right? Most of the time me, like what is that I know, right? What is that this person know? Like you try to do something when it comes to designing, like when you have to actually paint something for the first time. This particular gadget has limited creation experience or has seen limitedness, right? So with that limited creative experience, whenever you try to do something, it is going to be limited. So that is the first phase of creativity, like which means that, okay, I know everything, let me try to be creative. This process is going to have a lot of brain fog, which means that like you are not going to be like, it is going to be, your brain is going to freeze, like it is not going to give you any ideas, like how do I actually do this design? How to actually make it? The me phase is the most difficult phase, and you will be doing a lot of mistakes there because you will be thinking whatever you have done is the best. Like have you ever wondered, like when you were very young, you draw that 2 hills and 1 house and 1 falls and you thought you made it, you actually did fantastic things. That is the me phase of evolution in being creative. But what is the second step, right, in being creative is method. What is method? Method means that you actually learn creativity with process, right? Let's consider you want to be creative in drawing. You go to a drawing teacher, right? And you learn exactly what is that specific method that you have to follow in order to get the best pencil sketch. Now you are like, with method, you are getting that result again and again and again. It has become a process. So creativity also can be a method. The first one, as I said, is just me. That is the second one, method. You use methods to become creative. The third is model. What does that mean? Like for example, think about it. Now you know that methods of drawing, right? But you say, this Da Vinci drawing is really awesome. I'm going to model that. I'm going to try to emulate that. It is not just copying, but you are modeling that. You're trying to bring that. Now what is going to happen? Your game of creativity is going to go to a completely different level. Right? See, right now you might have seen Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He is actually famous for his creative shot of helicopter shot. That is his creativity. But you might be thinking, isn't that his thing? No, it has come from his method. He has gone through a lot of trainings with methods of actually learning cricket. He has modeled some of the people, right? He might have taken Tendulkar as his model or various different people along the journey. But The fourth thing, right? I will tell you what is that particular thing what Mahendra Singh Dhoni has is the fifth one, which is called as Mymore. Mymore means you become best at all these four, and then what comes out of you is Mymore. That is your creation, right? With ultimate best, right? That is different than just me. Mymore is different than me, right? So as I told you, the first one is me. The second one is method. You follow methods to become creative. And the third one is that you model what is already existing. How can I actually model this? Like for example, you are doing a video editing task, right? And when you are actually doing this, you will be wondering like, how do I actually make this one creative? In that industry, whichever the place where you are actually working in, go and find the best models and figure that out, like how it is done. Okay, and try to emulate that, try to get that exact result and output by yourself. Now what will happen? You will get it, okay, how that is done, right? I know how exactly that needs to be done. Modeling is done, right? So once that is done, your creativity is enhanced than just being me, right? Now next time, what you might do is, you might actually have model number 1, model number 2. When you want to do something, you might combine both and you can come up with model number 3. Right? That is exactly how you enhance your creativity, right? The fourth one is mentor. So if you have a creative mentor, then fantastic, phenomenal possibility can be actually possible for you as well. Taking a mentorship, few tweaks here and there can do fantastic wonders, right? So that is the fourth one. And once you have all of this done with your creativity, to do more. Today, like even Mahendra Singh Dhoni had a mentor, right? But after that, he had that Mymore, that is his helicopter shot. He may not have learned from mentor, but now he can mentor a lot more people, his Mymore creativity. Yes or no? That's exactly how you become creative, right? Like Leonardo da Vinci, he has this Mymore of that Da Vinci painting, right? So how did that particular thing happen? That is his Mymore. Some people are like born Mymore. Is that true? Not really, because you need to understand there is a process for everything, right? There is a process, there is a system for everything. But yes, some people are gifted with certain things. That is something that what you have to discover. And if you think you are not creative, it is not the time to whine and cry. I have already taught you the process, right? So you are going with the me, then you said, okay, whatever the task I am doing, what are the best practices? Best methods that I can use in order to up my game, whether it is designing, editing, web development, app development or anything. What are the methods? Then what are the models that I can do? Like if you want to become a great app developer, if you model apps like Ola, Oyo, right, Uber, you try to do certain elements of that, not copying it, but modeling it. There is a big difference between copying and modeling. Copying means whatever is there, you just do this. Right? But modeling means like how the elements of that can be used. Like if you see some elements of actually Uber are used in Ola, but it is not exact copy. It is actually modeled and done with a different audience and different possibility. Right? That is modeling in creativity. Right? And then you actually go with, today if you see e-commerce apps, right? If somebody would have thought, okay, I will try to reinvent the wheel by myself, me, then it would have not happened. But now Amazon have come. Today you will see Flipkart has a similar model, and everybody has that modeling concept is there in every place in the industry today. I hope that you are able to understand that, and I hope that you will apply this in your work so that you actually accelerate and become creative at your best. Look forward to see you in the next module. Till then, so kindly share if you have more ideas about being creative in the comment box, and also like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and look forward to see you in the next video.